Years ago, my best friend planned a vacation to Puerto Rico. The flight was departing ridiculously early in the morning, and I promised to drive her to the airport. I forgot. She called me in a panic as the time was getting tight and had to go to the airport in a cab. It was a long time before she trusted me with anything that important again. The Bible puts it this way: let your yes be yes and your no, no. In other words, when you make a commitment, can you be counted on to follow through? Another way we violate this is when we promise something that's not in our power to deliver. An easy example in this election season is when a candidate for president says he or she will pass a law to do something, anything, that's actually not in their complete power. They can influence greatly, but in our government, it's Congress that passes the laws. Or what about this example? Every time I leave on a trip, Al tells me, be safe. And I used to respond, I will. I got thinking about it and I realized that's not completely in my control either. So now I try to say, I will do my best. That much is in my control. Then my yes is yes and my no, no. Then I'm reminded to be careful because someone cares a lot about whether I come back safely. Today we hear promises all the time, and we really want to take people at their word. But who can we believe? Who can we count on to deliver those promises? Where are the people who say what they mean and do it? Of course, one thing we know for sure is God does deliver. God is faithful. God is the one we can trust. As you can probably guess, I've struggled with this most of my life. I've overpromised and underdelivered. I'm not saying there aren't times when you've done your best and still can't keep a promise. Stuff happens. But you should always do your best to keep the commitments you make. Don't make commitments lightly, and don't make commitments that are really not in your control to do. So, this week, I want you to think about, how's your follow-through? When you say you'll do something, do you do it? When you say you won't, do you stay away from it? Pay attention to the commitments you make. How many times do you say yes or no? And secondly, pay attention to what you're promising. Are you over-promising? Are you promising things that you can't really control? Ask God's help to make you see your own behavior. We can't claim we're like God, but we can do what we can to be like Him, to ask for His help and be promise keepers. People who say yes and mean yes, who say no and mean no. Use caution with your words so you can be a person others can count on all the time. Well, that's it for this week. Aloha, see you there. And remember, our word really should be our bond.